So it's that time of the year where a lot of people are eating a lot more Chinese dessert. So let's make a lot of balls to accompany those desserts. Chewy balls and tasty. To start, get some nice purple sweet potatoes, around 200 grams. The normal ones are fine, but I find these nicer and also it's different in color and creates contrast. Don't look at that one, that's for another dim sum video. Now get it washed and peeled alongside a nice big powdery taro, around 250 grams, and a really nice orange as fuck pumpkin, around 200 grams. Cut them all up into 1 centimeter thick slices and put them into separate bowls for steaming. The pumpkin skin is too hard to be peeled normally using a peeler, so use a knife to remove the skin before cutting it. Now to prevent water dripping from the lid of the steamer, get a towel and wrap it around the lid. This is mainly done for the pumpkin because the pumpkin is already really wet on its own, so you don't want it to get any wetter from the water dripping down. Get your steamer to a simmering and put the taro in to steam for 40-ish minutes. Now just prepare some hot boiling water on the side for mixing later, because taro is relatively dry compared to the other two. To test if the taro is done, you simply need to poke it with something, and that something should come out relatively clean. Now put the lid back on until you're ready to mash it. In a bowl, add 60 grams of tapioca starch, 10 grams of glutinous rice flour, and 20 grams of sugar. Normally only tapioca starch is added, but I feel that it's too springy and chewy, so I prefer to add some glutinous rice flour to make it a tad bit softer. Now take out 200 grams of taro and mash it while it's still very hot and combine with the flour mixed. Now add 40 grams of hot boiling water and thoroughly combine to form a dough, and knead for 3 to 5 minutes until it doesn't stick to your hands anymore. We aren't needing to form gluten because there's basically none, but rather to combine. Now separate the dough into two and roll it out to 2 centimeters thick. If you find it sticking to the board, then sprinkle some tapioca starch flour onto it. Cut it up into small bite-sized bits and put them into a bowl, and then throw them around to round up the edges. Now cover with plastic wrap as to not dry out these taro balls, and put them into the fridge. Get the steamer simmering again and put the pumpkin and the sweet potatoes in, and they should take roughly 20 minutes to be done. The process of turning sweet potatoes into sweet potato balls is basically identical to the taro. Mash and combine 200 grams of sweet potatoes with 60 grams of tapioca starch, 10 grams of glutinous rice flour, 40 grams of hot boiling water. No sugar this time because sweet potatoes are sweet. In case you didn't know. Reserve 1/4 of the dough and roll the rest out and cut it into small bits. Now you can smooth out these edges by throwing the sweet potato balls around on the board instead of just in the bowl. Just, giving you another option. As for making the pumpkin balls, combine 120 grams of tapioca starch, 20 grams of glutinous rice flour, and depending on how wet your pumpkin is, you might need to add more. The dough consistency should be not sticking to your hands and has a little bit of resistance as you knead into it. Reserve 1/4 of the dough and roll the rest out and cut it into small bits, as fucking usual. Pumpkin balls are a little crumbly, so just squeeze them lightly to keep these balls in its shape. Take the reserved sweet potato dough and the pumpkin dough and knead it together. It should be a really nice yin-yang sort of color when rolled out. And you might be wondering, why do this at all? Well, not only the appearance is mixed, the texture and taste is too. The pumpkin balls has a much springier and chewier texture because of the extra tapioca starch. So this will bring it back down and meet in the middle as texture and taste goes. Now there should be leftover cooked taro. Blend it with some water and put it aside while you get a pot full of water and add some rock sugar and brown sugar to it. Once the sugar has dissolved in the water, add the taro paste in. Just before it starts boiling, add all the tapioca balls in for 6 minutes except for the taro balls, which you're gonna add in the last 3 minutes because these cook much faster. Once it's cooked, put it in a room temperature water, and ideally you would want to do this in a sink with constantly running water to replace the water inside. Keep the water running for a minute and take the balls out and they are ready for use. Now to a bowl, just add the taro soup and all the tapioca balls and you're done. If you have any leftovers of these, you can put it in a container and making sure they're not sticking to one another, and then put it into the freezer to, freeze it for 1 to 2 months, and it stays frozen, fresh frozen, edible. It stays edible for 1 to 2 months. So you can eat it throughout October to November. Now if you like the video, go and like it and subscribe for more of stuff.